Hey guys, EthDo here, and today I'm back with an all new Minecraft tutorial. And in today's tutorial, I'll be showing you an all new feature added in 1.12. And this is the ability to save your hotbar. This of course being the 9 blocks you have selected at the bottom of your screen. Now these blocks, they can be quite limited if you're trying to make a big build. If you're going for a large adventure map, you know you want to use a lot of different blocks to make it look very good for the players. You're probably going to be using more than 9, you're going to be using quite a few. And it's quite annoying when you're making a map that you have to switch out different blocks knowing full well that you're not finished with the block you're replacing. Just you know that you need to use it later in the map, but at this very moment you have to switch one out. And it can get quite annoying. It just takes away precious time that you want to be using building, constantly switching out different blocks. But there is now a way that you can get around this problem. As of 1.12 you can now save entire hotbars. Now as you can see here, you can save up to 9 hotbars, and you can customize them however you like. You can use different quantities of blocks, different items, literally any item in the game can be in these hotbar saves. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can save them, how you can use them, and how you can actually reset them once you've made them and you want to change it to something else. So let's start out by saving this hotbar here. So this one, I'm just assuming this is a big build. So we've got our exterior, we've got our garden area if you will, we've got blocks here for maybe a house, and then we've got some interior blocks, something that you might have if you're actually making a map. So to save a hotbar, you need to press the C key, at least that is by default, and you need to hit a number on your keyboard. So I want to save in slot 1, so I'm going to hold down C and 1, and you'll see there it says Item Toolbar Saved. Now if I go on to here, you can see it's now been saved completely. If I wipe out the items I have on my hotbar now, I can then restore any of these hotbars by clicking X and the number I want to restore. So I just saved it into 1, so I hit X1 and I get them all back. But let's say I've used all these blocks and I want to move on to the next one. I look here and I've got the slot, this is slot 2, slot 3, so if I want my building blocks for my house, I know they're in slot 2, so it's X and 2, and I've got my building blocks for my house, and then if I want the interior stuff, the crafting tables, the chests, I go to X3, and you can switch through them quite quickly, provided you save them in the spot that you remember. So for this example, I've remembered which ones, that the exterior is 1, the building is 2, and the interior is 3. You can actually switch between them very quickly, very efficiently, which saves you so much time when you're building. At first, you might not think this will save you much time, but if I wanted now to switch to, imagine I didn't have this feature and I wanted to switch to doing more garden work, I'd have to switch out all these blocks, knowing full well I might want chests later on, but at this moment I need some garden stuff. It's so much easier than that now. You can just switch between them with ease. Like I say, this goes all the way up to 9, and I will just show you where you can change the buttons. So if you go into controls here, and you scroll down a little bit here, you will find it here. This is in creative mode. Load toolbar activator is X. Save toolbar activator is C by default. You can change this. I know some people like to use C as their chat instead of T. In that case, you could change it to any button you want and it will work just the same. Now one last thing that is, or two last things actually, that are important to note. Say I had these blocks here, but now I'm thinking I don't want to have those blocks anymore. I want to change it up a bit. I want to change to some different blocks. So what I'm going to do is just completely wipe out my hotbar, and I will save now as C2. And if I then go into my save toolbars, you'll see that the second option is now gone. It's been reset, and I could get some different items now, and I could switch up what is on this bar. So let's say I just wanted one that had loads of redstone. I can now save that as C2 because it's now an empty slot again, and I've changed it to something else. It's just a way of resetting your toolbars, because originally when I started changing all these around, I suddenly realised that I couldn't change them back. But all you have to do is blank out your hotbar, nice and easy. A very well implemented feature by Mojang there. They could have made that so much more confusing. I was expecting them to, but they've done a very good job of making that really quite seamless. Now this is the last thing that is important to note. The save toolbars actually works across multiple saves. So if I now go on to a different update, let's go on to our crafting video from 1.12, and I go into my save toolbars, you'll see I still have the same bars. So this could be useful for you if you use similar blocks in different worlds, but at the same time be careful not to override any of these that you don't want to. You might think that they are world specific, but they are not. Hope this has been a helpful tutorial for you. If it has, do take just 1 second to hit that like button, and thanks for watching.